What up, world? It's your boy King Falcon. And you know what today is? Oh, yeah. Another Motivational Monday, which means it's time for food for thought. Now, if you're not familiar with what I do, this is time for me to discuss and talk about words of wisdom that has resonated with my soul. Now, before I get started, I'm going to take a little time out to shout out Afterlife Gamers, which is the clan that I'm a part of on Modern Warfare. I was going to say Modern Duty, all the way backwards. But yeah, they stream almost all the time on Mixer and Twitch. So I'm going to leave the link in the description for this video. So I want you to go straight to that link, copy and paste it, whatever you got to do, and go ahead and follow the whole team. Shout out Zombie Girl and Necro Jelly. Those are the two founding members, and they're cool people, man. They're really cool. They're really cool. On that note, why don't you go ahead and drop your gamer tag, PSN, Activision accounts in the comments below. I mean, if you want to get that butt whooped, nah, I'm playing. It's all fun, it's all love. There's so much stuff going on, there's no time for the hate. I just look for a good time. Maybe somebody can help me bring a win to Warzone. I just ain't been able to do it. Plunder, multiple wins. Warzone, I get so close. It is what it is. It is what it is. And on that note, I want you to go ahead, go to the link in the bio, and go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, King Falcon. That is KXNG. 2 words, Falcon, Falcun. Go ahead and turn on the notifications for everything King Falcon on his Instagram page. Like, share, support your local neighborhood birdie. Now, without further ado, let's talk about it. Now, today, words of wisdom come from Roy T. Bennett. He says, "Be brave and stand up for what you believe in, even if you have to stand alone." What does that mean? Now, y'all know what that means. I have some very bright individuals on this page. Whoever's viewing it, I already know you got it. But for those who just want to hear me ramble or hear me talk, I mean, I like the sound of my own voice too. Let me break it down for you. We got so much going on in this world right now that it is important that you stand for what you believe in. Don't follow nobody else's cause just because it sounds good, it looks good, but it's not what you believe in. Yeah, your friend loves PlayStation, but you like Xbox. Does that mean that you have to be all in the PlayStation? No. Does that mean that there's fewer games that you could play with your friend with on different consoles? Yes. But if you believe Xbox is better than PlayStation, which it is, you can go ahead and believe that. Ain't nobody gonna knock you. I love PlayStation and Xbox equally. They both have been pivotal to the gaming community. I don't care who's better. I can tell you that they're both great consoles. Individually, there's games that Xbox has that plays better than PlayStation, vice versa. We ain't gonna talk about PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. We ain't gonna talk about that. No. But point of the matter, you know, I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to get religious on you guys. There's enough of that. But I am going to let you know that Black lives matter as well as all lives matter. I don't care if you're pink, purple, brown, blue, green. It doesn't matter to me. Color, I don't see color. Unless it's green. Unless it's in the form of paper. That's my favorite color. But other than that, as far as human beings, our blood is the same color. Shit. Most of our genetics come from the same person. And we just don't know it. I ain't, avid in the whole biology and genomes and chromosomes and stuff. Nah. But at one time or another, we have all felt pain. We have all felt joy. We have all felt happiness. We have all felt angry, sad, upset. We're human. And I do not support any hate of any kind. I don't care if that person is fighting for gay rights. I don't care if that person is fighting for video game rights. I don't got time for nobody hating on the next person. Especially if you're not doing better than the next man. I don't want to hear or see nothing come out your mouth. I can't respect it. Your opinion is your opinion. Does it make you right? Nah. Hell nah. It doesn't make you right. It just makes you another person with their own opinion. Now, one thing you have to understand about me. I am not perfect, nor am I always right. I just have an idea, a concept, and I want to speak on it. All these riots, all this looting, I don't agree with the looting at all. I don't support the looting at all. I'm not going to be out there looting. Whatever y'all feel like you want to do, that's on you. But I'm not going to put myself out there like that. I don't feel like that's going to change anything. That's not going to get my mama a house. That's not going to get me a record deal. That's not going to make me famous in the gaming community. Hell nah. They ain't going to do shit for me, but probably get me locked up if I get caught. So, therefore, I'm not finna participate in that. We are in a state of emergency, whether you believe it or not. Not all cops are bad, whatever you want to call that. Personally, it's hard to trust cops. And that's just how I was raised and how experiences with the cops has went for me and anybody close to me. Shit, I got a lot of white friends that would tell you that they get pulled over more than I do. And it's just the fact that it is what it is. Now, I have met cops when I was younger that was totally against racism, but when you're from the hood and you're from the streets, there's certain codes you have to go by. There's certain things you're not just allowed to do. But once again, I'm not going to be contradicting myself when it comes down to standing up for what you believe in. If you believe not all cops are bad, hey, do what you do, but stand firm on what you believe in. That's the type of stuff that a lot of people will stand alone for. But if you believe in that, hey, run that. Make it happen. I believe that hate is not the answer. Hate is a killer. It's a silent killer. Because you hold so much disdain for one particular person that they have moved into your head space. They have made a place in your heart, in your soul, so you can no longer heal from said hate because you allowed that person to disrupt the harmony. Hate is not a normal thing. I don't believe it's normal because so much disgusting and ugly things come from hate. I know I've hated the world for the longest time and blamed everybody else for things that nobody could control in my life. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago I started realizing that only I have the power to change what I can, and I have to accept the things I cannot. But in no way, shape, or form can I blame somebody for my own misfortunes. It's just the hand I was dealt. Now, to be honest, being who I am, I should be able to play on that hand. I should be able to take that hand and play that month to the end. Not sit there and fold just because I can't see nothing to play on. Nah. I ain't no quitter. And I know everybody who's listening to this aren't quitters. Once again, I know I'm surrounded by very powerful, influential people in my life. It just took me a while to see it. Hats off to everybody who's staying strong. We still in quarantine. Corona is still a thing. We still are social distancing. And now we got curfew. It kind of just is a bad hand that everybody has been dealt with. But once again, does that mean we give up? Hell nah. Rest in peace, George Floyd. Because on everything I love, ain't none of that situation right. I don't like the fact the media is trying to warp what happened to him by saying that he had asphyxia or whatever they're saying. Fact of the matter is, pictures and everything, video said that man had his neck kneeled upon, and he kept saying he could not breathe, and nobody listened to him until it was too late. And even then, nobody gave a shit. That pisses me off, because I suffer from anxiety. At any given time that my blood pressure or anything spikes, I feel like I can't breathe. So what happens if I'm in a situation that I can't avoid or help when it comes down to the cop, detaining me and put me in a situation where I can't breathe? Do I just die? Is my life over? I mean, yeah, Sandra Bland, Oscar Grant, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Philando, Emmett Till. If you don't know who that is, man, do your research. Okay? These are people who lost their lives over hate. Stephon Clark. That hits home. All my Sacramento natives, even all the way in Oakland. Y'all know what it is, man. It is hard right now being a black man in America. Period. I think of anybody of color, any minority. I have love for all walks of life. I have love for everybody of all color, all nations, man. I don't hate anybody. Well, let me stop myself there. I hate people who hate, which is very contradictory, but it is what it is. I hate people who hate. I want to see more unity. I want to see more unity, less division. That's what I believe in. That's what I'm going to fight for. That's what I'm going to stand up for. This is the ultimate form of bullying if you don't understand it. This is exactly what bullying is. Tormenting those because they're different. I don't like bullies. I have been bullied. Yeah, it took a while for me to stand up for myself, but when I did, it was game over. And from that very moment, I decided to take no prisoners. I will stand up for the outcasts, for the unheard, for the socially awkward, because I was all three of those. I didn't fit in here, I didn't fit in there. In all honesty, I should hate the world, but I don't. I just hate the way the world is. I hate what it's become. So, stand up for what you believe in. Don't worry about who's standing with you, because the ones that are standing with you are the ones you need to take care of. Those are the ones that you need to pay that back or pay that forward. I am not always right, nor am I perfect in no way. I'm just another person that has his own perspective. You know? Point blank period. Shout out to everybody who helped me get here, because statistically speaking, I shouldn't even blew out my candles on the 21st birthday. Period. I shouldn't have made it this far, but here I am. I'm black and I'm proud. Ain't nobody. Can't nobody take that away from me. I am a fighter. Good, bad, or indifferent, I'm a fighter. And I will fight for you. If you ever need an ear, or you ever need somebody to talk to, bang my line, holler at your bird. I will be there. May not be physically, but I will be there. That's all I want. Yeah, I call myself Falcon, but I live by a pack mentality. It's stronger in numbers. There's nothing nobody can do when there's more than one person fighting for the same cause. Yeah, George Floyd, that's very unfortunate. Very angry. It makes me very angry what happened. But as anybody who can see, on all walks of life on earth, everybody around the world is saying his name. Say his name. And with that being said, King Falcon out.